I'm gonna commit to 30 days of walking with a weighted vest. I've been seeing them all over my social media. I'm sure you have too. And as an avid walker, I wanna see, how does it feel? Does it help fat loss? Does it help me look like a goddess? Important to note, I'm gonna add this vest onto my fat loss plan that I'm following already. I'm in a calorie deficit, I'm weight training, and I'm walking 10,000 steps minimum per day. My goal for the next 30 days is to wear the vest for at least 30 minutes of my walking. I'm sharing the journey with you, my results, and my final thoughts after it's all said and done. Let's go. This is me, day one, using a weighted vest. It's so dramatic. This is me standing in my underwear on the internet. First thoughts, this one is comfortable. This one had a lot of good ratings on Amazon. I feel like it's gonna be heavy though. I feel like it feels okay right now, but I will feel it. What's most important is I feel like I look like a freaking badass right now. Like, Kim Possible, hi. Like, I'm gonna go into my nice nature walk and people look past me like, is she from the CIA? And the answer is yes. Okay, well, ain't nothing to it but to do it. It is time to go for my first walk. Let's go. Okay, we're just starting. It is freaking stunning outside, and I'm blasting Lay All Your Love on Me by ABBA. You guys, first of all, that just has to be your number one. Like, you just gotta get out in the sun, start walking, and listen to ABBA, and it's just like boom, 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 boom. It's like I'm feeling like I'm being pushed into the ground. It's like the weight is pushing, like my feet are being pushed into the earth. You know what I kind of like is that I can really feel my core activation. Yep, 2-4. Call my people. Yep. Okay, I'm at the halfway point, about 30 minutes in. Bit of soreness, bit of heaviness in the shoulders. Upper back muscles can feel those really going. So I'm kind of like excited. I'm thinking that my postural muscles at least might really strengthen and maybe my posture improves. I also just feel muscles working more in the walk, which feels really good. Glutes, my thighs, things are just working more, and I have just more overall muscle engagement. So I really like this. I'm excited about it because it's not like I have to run and like add an extra, real big workout to my day. It's not very like high intensity, but it just adds a little bit more to the walk. So ABBA still absolutely blasting. Major vibes. Like I'm in my own Mamma Mia dance music video. Can't hear anybody. Well, so well. You can dance. Day two. It kind of feels like I walked around Disneyland like with a backpack yesterday, like, little bit tender. And what's crazy is I got like a little bit of tenderness in my glutes, which I said yesterday that I felt them firing, which is really nice. Like my glute mass, like my big ass glute, So I had a bit of a rough sleep and I planned to get some strength training in today, but I'm in a rush now and I gotta choose one or the other and I gotta stick to my goal. So one thing I really like is that, okay, I can go for a walk and still get like some form of resistance in. There's still some weight added to my workout, which I really, really love. Do I go ABBA? What do we do? I think I'm gonna start with a podcast and with some bangers. Let's lock in. So day 3, I'm at my dad's visiting for the weekend, strapped on the vest, and I'm just doing 30 minutes of up and down his driveway, which might not look as steep and as long as it really is, but solid bit of cardio. I love that this vest just adds a little bit more. Actually really easy with an audiobook, like really nice. I've actually done 30 minutes already and I feel like I'll just keep going. I find it really interesting that my glutes are sore from just walking with this vest. I mean, who doesn't like a sore ass? You know what I mean? Day 4, sticking to it. I'll tell you what, motivation is at an all-time low. It's a Sunday, piss and rain. But anyway, I'm about to hop off right now. 35 minutes. Incline is at the highest I could do, and I just rotated through. I threw the vest on, I went really high, and then I would go to like basically no incline, and I would go faster walking. And I just like to vary that, kind of vary my heart rate in different challenges, leg burn, heart rate burn. But you're always glad that you did. You never, ever, ever, ever regret putting the discipline, or finding that discipline and putting in the work, so. I just want to understand how walking is a chore for someone. Oh my gosh, you gotta rip me off these streets. You really do. All right, the month has come and gone. It has been an absolute doozy. Let's talk about some benefits of wearing the vest. Calories. According to the internet, Somebody at 150 pounds walking for 30 minutes, brisk walk, burns roughly 179 calories. For an hour, that's 358. Now, with a 15-pound vest on, they could burn 196 calories in the 30 minutes or 392 in an hour. That's a 35 calorie difference. Is it massive? No. But is it cool if I'm gonna do the walk anyway? Yeah. Does it count? Yeah. But there are other things that really excite me about wearing the vest. Number one is boosting bone density. Now, to my girlies who really care just about aesthetics, I want you to pay attention here. We're talking about how we age, okay? Most women don't realize this, but at 30 years old, our bone density peaks and then it gradually declines. And then once we hit menopause, that decline speeds up. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. Wearing a weighted vest applies gentle load to your bones, which helps stimulate bone growth and prevent things like osteoporosis, osteopenia, brittle, fragile bones as we age. We don't want that. So that is a massive win for women as we age, thinking about longevity. Number two is that wearing the weighted vest helps preserve muscle, which is helping us keep a nice, strong metabolism. Even though I already lift weights regularly, I love the addition of the vest for my walks. For the days I'm really short on time or the weather is just so nice that I just would rather be outside, I love that I can just throw the vest on and easily upgrade my walks and have that resistance. I'm still engaging my core, my glutes. I freaking love it. Number three, enhanced cardiovascular health. Wearing the vest makes your heart and lungs have to work a little bit harder when you walk. That slight bump in effort raises your heart rate just enough for you to challenge your cardiovascular system without overdoing it. And over time, this builds heart health and endurance. Very important. Health is wealth, right? This is the vibe. Lastly, once you wear the vest regularly, something I learned, once you take it off and you go for a walk without the vest, you float. You just are above the ground. I mean, weightless. Cons of wearing the vest? Absolutely none. I will admit by the end of the challenge, I was excited to have a day without wearing it because 30 days in a row, because it was my promise, was excessive in the end and I just wanted to walk without it. I want to remind you, just because you own a weighted vest doesn't mean that every time you walk, you now have to put it on. It's just a great tool. All right, what about my before and after? When I compared the two, I noticed that I am a little bit tighter in my after, but let me assure you, number one reason for that is that I was maintaining a calorie deficit over the month. Now, did the weighted vest help me burn more calories in a day? Yes. Was it a ton? No, but do they count? Yes. Do I look more like a goddess? I mean, to me, anything that improves my lifespan is goddess-like. So I'm gonna say yes. I wanna make it very clear that wearing a weighted vest is not a fat loss magic tool, just like anything out there is not a fat loss magic pill. Resistance training, walking, and being in a calorie deficit is your number one, but this is why I think the vest is so great to just add in because it's just a perfect addition to those fundamental pieces. Now, you better freaking believe I'm going to continue using the weighted vest. It now lives at my front door for when I have that little bit of extra energy or I want to just upgrade the walk. It is there ready for me to use. I love it. Elevate a walk, a hike, any outdoor workout. I like stair workouts in the summer. That's something I can strap on. Maybe one day I will invest in a heavier one, but for now, the 15 one is perfect for me. It's not something I'm gonna wear on my walks every single day just because I don't think it's necessary and it's nice to just walk in your own body with nothing on you, but I definitely see myself using this a few days per week. Now, if you want to try a walking vest, don't think you have to go and jump to the 15-pounder. I will say you're probably stronger than you think. However, I am physically fit. I have a very strong core, strong back. So the 15 pounds works for me, but don't feel like you have to jump right to the 15, 20-pounder. Start with half of that, less, whatever feels comfortable for you. Start with 15, 20, 30 minutes of walking. Don't think you gotta put on something heavy and go for a massive ruck every day because you don't. I'll leave a link in the description for the vest that I use and that I really love. However, there's tons of different ones on Amazon, different kind of shapes and sizes and vibes, and one might be more preferable for you. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe if you like fitness and fat loss tips without the BS. I'll see you next time.
I'm naked.